Peace be with you. Welcome back to my channel for another video, another spiritual download. If this is the first time that you've come across my channel, I just want to greet you by saying, hey there, hi there, and hello there. You are more than welcome to like the video, share the video, comment, maybe decide whether or not you'd like to subscribe, maybe have a meeting with people that you highly spiritually respect to see if you should subscribe and or like, dislike, or share. Whatever you decide to do, honestly, there's a 99.9% chance that I will support you in the energy. But I will tell you this, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be some type of spiritual message here for you. One thing that you will come to find out by way of my platform and just me as a spiritual teacher and or leader, I do not believe in coincidences. I believe and or know and understand that everything happens for a reason. Be it good, bad, or indifferent. That is my disclaimer to you by way of you coming in. My other request and my hope for you is that you would come in with your higher self, right? So that way you will know what messages are resonating for your situation, your spirit, your walk, your lineage. You need to know what's resonating with you, right? By way of your story. Only you know your story. Only you know what you've been through. Only you know your family, your spiritual concerns, and or your spiritual battles and triumphs, right? Needless to say, come on in. If you've not meditated and you're overly medicated, I highly advise you to stop the video, go somewhere, call upon your divine ancestors and or your spirit guides by way and permission of the Most High God, but more importantly, call upon your higher self. If you don't do anything else today, that will have been the best thing that you will be able to do by way of you taking in this information that I'm giving, right? Oh, if you're returning back to the channel, then 9 times out of 10, you are my beautiful soul tribe. You already know what we do around this time. You already know how we get down when it comes to being about that spiritual work, being about our Father's work, okay? Somebody wanted you to stop, drop, and roll on your destiny. Somebody could have tried to do something to your car, divine beings. This is what I'm getting. So just watch out for that. Spirit says that these people are at a loss of what they can do. Like they're really lost. They've run out of options by way of attacking you spiritually. So some people could be on assignment by way of trying to come at you in the 3D, right? Spirit is saying that you're very, very protected. You're going to start to hear and get wind of certain things that are falling apart for people that did things against you. Even if you don't know who those people are, you're going to start to hear things about certain people, either at a distance or in your immediate environment. Somebody's going to be like, oh yeah, did you hear about such and such? Or yeah, did you hear about so-and-so? It's like, damn, what happened? So what you're going to find is that a lot of these people were either sending you dark energy, trying to tap into your energy, or just getting karma, right? A lot of people don't believe in karma. I've never been one to want to speak on anybody's karma. I know that sounds very odd because I'm always in spiritual court, and that's all it's really about is justice, mayat, karma, balance, lineage curses and breaking curses, and people that don't want to do that, they just want to stay in the dark, honey. Baby, they love suckling the breast of Satan's toxic, rancid ass, demonic, no luck, no joy type of milk. It's like, ugh, it's rotten, right? But they love it there. They love it. They're bound by their sexual demons and or STDs, sexually transmitted demons that they pass to each other by way of sex magic and control and whatever else. And they really have like surrendered to the devil. There's really no way else to say it. I'm almost getting a tad bit nauseous just even tapping into that energy, of which I'm being required not to do anymore. So I will be obedient in doing that. But again, when you come to these readings, we are simply being used by the Most High to channel the energy. Don't shoot me. I am just the messenger. Needless to say, let's go ahead and just get into the energy. I channeled some real interesting energy last night in my sleep about these frenemies. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of these people are literally being used by demonic forces, and they have absolutely no idea. This is why I always say come in with the spirit of discernment and your higher self, right? Because if you don't think for yourself, trust me, there is some type of energy, entity, somebody that is going to try to think for you, right? This is about being a master or a slave. And it's crazy because most dark, controlling people want a slave. Everybody wants a slave, right? All these dark ass people want slaves. But here's the thing, they're slaves to the devil. They want to control other people, but they can't control themselves. It's interesting that way, isn't it? It's a very dark dynamic that these people are dedicated to. But here's what I've come to the understanding of. In all reality, some people are simply here to just wreak havoc. That is their only purpose. They're here to live out a karmic cycle. They know that they'll never ascend to the light. Okay. A lot of these dark ass lineages are trapped in between worlds and realms. This is what people fail to understand, or maybe this information is finally coming to the light. Maybe we've always known that, but now it's just being more evident. It's becoming more evident, right? By way of it just being public, being made public, right? Needless to say, let's go ahead and get into the energy. I call upon the highest of white lights. I call upon my divine angels, right? I just heard your angels could be demons to them. Well, welcome to the spirit realm. It's not an easy walk, but somebody's got to do it, and we are the chosen. And so we do have dominion over every single power and principality. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't want to believe that, but that is not our problem, because these people are slightly delusional. I just thank the Most High God that it's not my people, my soul tribe. You are coming up as the high priestess. You are letting it be known that you are about that spiritual work, that you will cast every demonic force into hell if it is the last thing that you do. Again, the devil comes smelling pretty, y'all. The devil comes wearing Prada and a whole bunch of other things. Honey, baby, please listen. The Hierophant, you are the highest in the room. You are the spiritual practitioners. A lot of these people made money off of siphoning your energy, right? We've been going over that probably for the last year, coming to this awakening and understanding of what people have done, be it by way of our childhood. Some of us had karmic partners and or parents that were simply on some type of assignment to stop us, right? So as hurtful as that is, once you start to step into your spiritual self and you see things by way of what the Most High is divinely orchestrating and or allowing, you get into this it's all good type of an energy, right? It was very hurtful when you came into that spiritual awakening, wasn't it? When you realized that your mother was trying to kill you with witchcraft, that your father was a karmic, that you had to break the curse of alcoholism and drug abuse and sexual addiction and mental illness, right? All of this was on your shoulders, no pressure. And then you realized that there was somebody that understood who you were, right? That was very hurtful. It was a hard thing to get through. But now that you're walking in this poor righteous teacher, when I mean by poor, I mean meek in spirit, meek in heart, but definitely not weak in the spirit realm. I just heard poison and power in my DNA, war and peace in my DNA, because this is the biggest misconception about us as light workers, as very peaceful human beings and or earth angels, is that we not about that spiritual work when it comes to that spiritual war. This is why a lot of people get set up by way of being our enemies. This is why they end up taking themselves out and sinking their own battleships, because they misunderstand this kindness, right? You are the new leaders. They can't do anything about it. They're fighting for their lives, okay? I channeled an energy about somebody that had been doing something for like 20 years. This person almost got away with destiny swapping your destiny, okay? Ace of Pentacles is the Most High coming down and or interceding on behalf of those people that are truly being about the Father's work. When I mean truly, I mean it's what you're doing when nobody's watching, right? You got people that are still addicted to pornography. You could have a succubus, incubus spirit attached to you. You might need to do some type of cord cutting. You could feel something pulling at you, or whatever that energy is, to go back to toxic behavior and or addictive behavior, right? So we always say, oh, I'm a goddess, I'm a god. Well, listen, we need to understand the magnitude of what that actually means by way of embodying the energy of what a goddess is or a god is. It's somebody that has mastered themselves, at least to the capacity that they're being used by the Most High to help people do the same, right? To help other people on their spiritual walk, on their spiritual journey. Hopefully do the same thing. right? So this is what it boils down to in a nutshell, right? Oh, does that make sense? What it boils down to in a nutshell? Is that the first joke of the week? Oh, great. Yeah, listen. You're noticing that your energy is becoming a little bit more light. Yeah, I channeled the energy of somebody that was almost successful in taking out a light beam. This person had reached a level of siphoning energy, was using some type of succubus spirit. This is the thing about darkness. They all know each other in the dark realm. But now that there's confusion, now that, one person's been separated from another, now that their group has been dismantled, these people are really weighed down. So you're going to find that a lot of them are going to be doing things to either take your time, your attention away from what it is that you're doing, and or just cause like some type of distractions, right? I don't know if y'all watched the fire sign reading about the people that were fighting outside of my window. That was somebody being used by the enemy. And because there is no higher source there, they don't even know that they're flunkies and minions being used by the Most High God. They don't even know. And when I mean by being used by the Most High God, I mean being used by way of it being divinely orchestrated, that the devil would use your enemy to be your best teacher, number one, right? So at the end of the fire sign reading, just kind of being a little bit all over the place, I ended the reading with Sagittarius, right? And remember, the people started fighting above me and fighting all around and outside the window. And I said, wow, this is interesting, because the more I start to speak the truth, I see whatever that energy and or that demonic force on assignment is, I see it trying its best to distract people from seeing the light, from seeing the truth. A lot of these people are being fooled by what they believe that you are. Again, your angels appear to be demons to them. And this is why these people are running around. But here's the thing, they can't see the light. Let those who have eyes to see, see, and let those who have ears to hear, hear, and let those who have the power to speak those things into existence. For you have the power of life and death in your tongue. Just be very mindful of what you speak, because we're all under judgment. But yeah, these people are being used by the enemy as orchestrated divinely by the Most High, right? So we never question why the Most High does what the Most High does. See, I can't make it up, y'all. We're talking about severe judgment. Severe judgment. When I say that it is nearly to its end, I'm talking about forces of nature really rocking and rolling. So you hear the bumping, those are distractions. The enemy will use anything in your environment to try to knock you off of your square so that you won't stand at your post. Right? And sometimes those distractions are so smooth, right? They come in by way of an old lover or old friend or somebody trying to get you to remember what you used to be and who you were. These are easy little silent little tricks of the enemy. They want to trigger you. They want to see if you're healed. They want to knock you off of this high priestess energy. They want to create some type of disturbance, if you will. But here's the reality. Let's have a reality check, right? The judgment angels have been loosed. These people are running around trying to figure out why the hell whatever energies and entities that they were tapped into by way of karmic energy are not working. Remember, these are people that you've encountered for many, many lifetimes, okay? You're in a divine relationship with spirit. Oh, you're in this divine relationship with spirit. The Queen of Wands could be very, very significant, okay? I just heard a coven of witches in a ditch, okay? Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of stuff going on in these ethers. There's a big battle being waged. And again, your angels are appearing to be demons to these demonic ass people. And it's so interesting because these are people that really, really do love the dark side. They want to control, they want to siphon, they want to, monitor what it is that you're doing because they love to mimic. They love to copy. They don't know any other way but to try to trick themselves into the light, right? So this is the purpose for them wanting to be around you, is to try to trick themselves into the light. What does that mean? That means that usually you'll get a karmic masculine cloaking himself in divine light. by way of maybe being with divine women and or siphoning their power by way of their solar plex, by way of sexual energy. So how do they get light? At least you allow them to plug into you. But now that time is over. It's up. This is what Spirit is saying. What does that mean? Everything that was, in the dark is now become seen through. It's become transparent because we're vibrating on this really high frequency by way of the light. We're taking the meat and we're spitting out the bones we took from Christianity. We took a little bit from Catholicism. We took all the good things from voodoo and hoodoo and Ifa and Santeria, Palamayambe, because there's always good things, right, in these religions, in these religious groups, right? They weren't always bad, but what happened was they got into the hands of somebody that just wanted to create slaves. Right? Voodoo used to be used to heal by way of herbs and using the earth. And then what happened? You got somebody that wanted power and they took what was good and they wanted to turn it into something dark by way of controlling people and or whatever their purpose in darkness, whatever they were dedicated to in darkness to use that for, right? It then became something that people shunned and that they weren't open to, right? So this is what people need to understand, because a lot of us have been on a really long spiritual journey, myself included. I've been through pretty much every religious group by way of taking the meat from the group, walking away, spitting out the bones and say, okay, where's my next assignment? Not knowing that eventually it would lead me to this. I had absolutely no clue, but my spirit always knew. Does that make any sense? Your spirit knows the journey. Your spirit knows the way. Your spirit is being guided by Spirit, the creator of all things. I did not know that when I was a little girl sitting in church, how instrumental the scriptures of the Bible would be. Now listen, that's been very controversial for a lot of people. I've come across people who are of, the Egyptian lineage and they're like, yeah, that's how we got enslaved and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, nah, that kind of resonate with me because I feel like I was really rocking with Yeshua HaMashiach. I know I was one of the people that was rocking with Yeshua HaMashiach. I know, I seen my path. So it resonates with me. But here's when you know that you've reached a certain level spiritually. Let me tell you how you know. You know when you come across people that have a certain way of doing things and or a certain idea of what they believe that your union with Spirit is supposed to look like, and you become unbothered. You have an unwavering understanding of, oh, okay, we can just agree to disagree, because you understand that you're looking at a certain version of the creator of all things in this person. And maybe that's not your walk. Maybe that's not your lineage. Maybe that's not what you're here to do. But you accept the fact that this person sees life that way, right? Oh, maybe they've read a lot of books and they're like, no, the Egyptians did this and blah, 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 blah. And some people are against that. And some people don't like Ifa. Listen, here's what I found out by way of my lineage. A lot of what I thought was supposed to be my lineage was taboo for me. A lot of unions that I thought were divine were absolutely not divine. They were all on some type of spiritual assignment to stop me from getting to here. And this is when I realized just how important I was to the divine collective, to all of humanity, and more importantly, to the Most High God. We are the Most High God's favorites. Well, listen, somebody's going to put that on a t-shirt. Maybe that somebody will be me. If it's not me, then send me a t-shirt. Listen, justice is here. You're no longer trapped and strapped, tied to people from the past, the pain, grief. Somebody needs you to be who you used to be. Well, hell, that ain't gonna happen. Let me know how that works out by way of you wanting to manifest that type of an outcome. Somebody's very, very angry. So be careful with distractions today. Somebody wants to distract you to put you back into this dark night of the soul. But what they don't realize is that justice is here. The judgment angels and or Mayat are rocking and rolling. And when I say they're being loosed every hour, every second of the day by the hour, I don't think the enemy truly understands by way of trying to hold on to you and keep you shackled, right? Because independently, they're weak. Together, they're weak. These enemies are weakened. They really do not have any power. They made a conscious decision to walk away from the creator of all things. Meanwhile, you're in a whole agreement with Spirit. Somebody could be trying to send things to attack health, okay? Attack your life, your livelihood. These people are simply trying. This is going to be an epic fail. Somebody woke up the dead. Somebody woke up the dead. That's all I'm going to say. Mayat is right now on a rampage. And with her, by way and permission of the creator of all things, are a lot of Egyptian gods. Some of them we do not know their names, but we know them by way of their story, by way of Greek mythology changing their names. They are the same gods that keep coming back, and they are interceding on our behalf. Sekhmet ain't no joke. I'm getting scorpion stinger, y'all. I'm getting death. You know, like the ancestors are saying, yeah, nah, it ain't no more lifetimes for these people. Yeah, I told you, when Mayat comes out, when the Libra energy comes out to confirm what it is I'm saying, Libra is like, yeah, nah, ain't nobody got time. Because listen, we talking lifetimes, generations, lineages of being slow to anger. Time's up. This represents the clock for me. This represents whatever we determine is in time and or in order. This is what this represents. The Wheel of Fortune is karma. The Eight of Swords is not an option for us anymore. We've overcome death in the physical body. This is not your first lifetime. I used to ask myself, God, why is it that, I have all these toxic ass lovers? Capricorn energy, these people are trying to spy to see if you know. Yeah, they're really trying to see right now, if nothing else, okay? Just so you know. But I used to ask myself, like, why did I have all these toxic ass lovers? Why so much heartbreak? Why all these dark ass family members? Why, then I realized one day, I said, you know what? I said, I've never been in love. I've had good sex. I've been in lust. That could shock a lot of people, but I've never been in love. Why? Because I had never really truly learned how to love myself. There was no way that I could have been in love. Oh, I loved him. Oh, I this. Oh, I that. No, these people were assignments. And once you get to the point, Divine Collective, of which I really truly feel that you're embodying that energy, once you get to the point that you realize that everything has worked out for the greater good of who you're supposed to be at this point so that you can help others to do the same, it then becomes an energy that is contagious by way of judgment. It then becomes an energy that gives you some type of rank and or power. And I just heard you outrank your enemy and they know it, but they're still fighting. You got to give them, an eye for ignorance. You got to give them an eye for ignorance. You should give them an eye for idiot, but definitely no longer getting an E for effort because these people have been defeated. They're spying, y'all. They're trying to get readings. The thing about it is that they've been marked. Like, people know who they are. A lot of y'all had entity attachments. Okay, this is why you were attracting so many of your enemies and you didn't know it. This is why you were attracting a lot of karmic lovers. My left ear is ringing, gives me angelic communication by way of the ancestors. Also lets me know that somebody don't like the fact that I'm telling this story, and they could be trying to send a little death and destruction, but there's goons at the door, left, right, up, down, front, back. And they're just devouring them because why? We've invoked our angels. We learn how to invoke war. Because the love and peace part is over. In order for us to get to love, peace, and happiness, we're going to have to go to war with that which no longer serves our higher good. The enemy has been defeated. The enemy wants to stay here. The enemy loves everything that this world has to offer. Money, lust, women, sex, karmic ass men, anything that is attached to that which is dying, right? Ooh, baby. Somebody no likey this message. Somebody's like, she talking too much. Well, listen, I used to get talks too much in school. Remember that, Mom? If my mom is watching, shout out to my mother. Remember on my report card, they would put talks too much? Look at me, Mom. Now I'm in the front of the public eye getting paid to talk too much. Listen, all I can say is that the Most High had a plan. You know why? Because there's somebody that can't get their words out. There are people that are mute. Somebody don't have the gift of gab. I hear the train passing by in the distance. Everything in my environment is telling me what is going down. And Gabriel is blowing the horn. Last night about 2, 3 in the morning, I heard the horn and it was angry. I was like, damn, I ain't never heard the horn like that. It was like your ancestors saying, enough, enough, enough. Ooh, I just heard stay in your high vibration. You have nothing to worry about. You are being celebrated. Yeah. The 3 of Cups is you coming in with your soul tribe, celebrating. You're connecting with people that have been through some of the same exact spiritual things as you, right? Is that not spiritually refreshing though? Think about that. Think about that. Now you come across people that understand that, whoa, yeah, you got the gift of clairvoyance. Oh, yeah, you got the gift of foresight. Oh, yeah, no, you're just going through something that you could have tried to conquer in your past life and you came back again to do it. Now, there are some groups that do not believe in reincarnation. Well, I beg to differ because I've had too many deja vus. But again, that's just my belief. And whatever people believe, I support them in the energy. The Hangman represents Piscean energy. I'm getting whoever this person was. Okay, this is a whole nother download by way of the world, the page. There's a specific download of a Pisces friend, y'all. This could have been somebody that you celebrated with. This was a twin journey, a twin flame journey. Somebody that you could have broke away from the world. This person's spying on you and watching you walk in your destiny. Remember when I first started the reading and I said that somebody wanted to destiny swap? This person was almost successful, divine beings. This person almost took you out. Show me this person. Yeah. This person could have collaborated with several people. This is the thing about demonic energy, right? They all connect by way of being dark, right? And abuse of power. They too have gifts. They're falling angels. They have gifts. All right. They have gifts. Somebody could have been accessing you through your child by way of monitoring you, by way of a monitoring spirit. Somebody could have attached some type of entity to your child. Okay. Whoever these people are, they're trying to move forward. Yeah. You could have a fire sign child. This person is very, very young, but coming up as a king. Spirit is saying based on what they've been through, Spirit is going to give this child double for their trouble. And the child that they try to use against you to destroy you is going to be the one that will destroy them. I just heard handing them over to Hashatan, also known as El Waswas in Islam. Whoo, the devil, El Diablo. Listen, that goes by many names and many times. It is everything that is not of the light, love. There's a lot of grief and sadness in Satan's camp. The 6 of Swords represents people wanting to come to calmer waters. You could see people maybe trying to think of a way to get out of this. That's what I feel like, huh? How you gonna get out of that? Yeah. 6 of Pentacles. The universe is giving out fair share of everything. Like, yeah. That lion keeps coming out. That lion keeps coming out. These people paid people. They're paying with their life. They're paying with their soul. They wanted fame and fortune. They wanted beauty. They wanted to be known. They wanted to be stars. They thought they could buy their way to heaven. This is what I'm hearing. Somebody almost succeeded with somebody that was really, really powerful. Here's the thing. They don't like the strength of us in numbers because now we're awakening. This is why you're watching a lot of the platforms get attacked. Some of my videos were taking hours to upload. Then I couldn't access my YouTube. Then I couldn't access my email. I'm like, okay, Most High, I must be doing something right. Needless to say, the show must go on. The work has to be done. And there's others that are out here that are still doing the work, and we're doing it collectively. So here's the thing. They really cannot take a lot of us out. A lot of us have already agreed that we're going to continue to come back as ascended masters until the world comes to some type of what we feel is normal by way of peace, love, and light. There's really no other way else to say that. That's a beautiful commitment, isn't it? With the divine. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Yeah. Hi. Hey. Hi. Hello. 9 of Swords. These people are going through sleepless nights, depression, anxiety, suicide. When I woke up at 2 in the morning, I literally heard people screaming. I got up and I just felt this really interesting feeling, like I wanted to throw up. And sometimes that's how energy is released, okay? Especially if you've eaten food that somebody is giving you. That's why they call it soul food, because sometimes people really put spirits in the food, right? Never eat food from somebody that's angry and or hates you. That's not a wise and noble thing to do. You don't know what type of energy they're channeling into that food. That's just the way that it is. Some people don't believe in it, but I definitely believe in energy and I support it. Gabriel's blowing that horn. The judgment is here. There's a war being waged. A lot of these people are screaming. When I woke up this morning, I heard literally people screaming. Your enemy could be calling off work. They could be trying to stay home. They could be trying to just make sure that they try to weather the storm. They're trying to run from the karma. The fool is here. Okay, these people are trying to take some type of leap of faith and trying to win at all cost. 6 of Wands is here. This is the thing. You came for healers, earth angels. The time is up. We don't remember none of the pain we went through because we turned it and churned it into power. You're watching a magic show, right? Yeah, everything's been illuminated, which means that everything is under judgment. Everything is under judgment. Everything that was in the dark has been illuminated. Some of these people are pleading for their lives. I cannot make it up. The tower is here. Something's really significant about the next 72 hours by way of the tower. I know a lot of people don't like that prediction, especially if you're a karmic and you're on the channel and you're just sending all this dark ass energy or whatever it is that you're doing. I know you don't like that, right? Well, listen, we didn't like the fact that we had to subject ourselves to your energy by way of our spiritual journey either. But it was divinely orchestrated. And because we've come to that understanding, we have peace in what we've had to overcome by way of pain. So, I get a lot of people that, I've had some people, not a lot of people, that have said, oh my God, you're always happy. Oh my God, you're always this. Oh my God, you're this. Because I understand darkness. That's why I overcame the devil, like in a literal form, in a physical realm. In the spiritual realm, I overcame the devil. And so being to this point as the high priestess really just makes me happy. Being the empress makes me happy because I can see that the Most High has the victory. I can see the light where there were times that I could not see the light, right? Maybe I wasn't supposed to see it as of yet. Maybe I wasn't supposed to have the power that I have now. I never truly consciously wanted fame and fortune. Although I always had dreams that I would be known all over the world, I really just wanted to hide out and be regular. It took a lot for me to come into the public eye because I was like, yo, for what? God, like, what I got to do? And the Most High is like, look, we're in a very severe time right now. What's about to happen with the forces of nature is really going to shock a lot of people, but it won't be us. Okay, you will go untouched. I'm here to let you know that they didn't let Oya out the gate. The Most High is divinely orchestrating Oya to tear some shit up. A lot of people don't know by way of Ifa and Santeria. I think they believe in Oya as well. She is the controller of the spirits by way of the wind. Do you understand what is going on here by way of the towers, scorpionic energy? Not to mention Sekhmet is bringing the scorpion. Not to mention Libra and scales is like, nah, we good. Libra is about to bring the woo, wop, the mother freaking chop on the block. And people are going to be running. I'm telling you, I heard people being tormented in hell. I literally did. I really did. Okay. It was a hard thing to hear. It was a hard thing to watch. Yeah, my starseed child woke up and was like, Mom, something's going on in the spirit realm. I'm like, look at my baby just prophesying. So you know that a lot of other children are getting the downloads as well. The 7 of Swords is somebody being sneaky and deceptive. Remember I said, just be mindful. You don't have to get into a state of anxiety or anything like that, but just be mindful. Somebody is really trying to get your attention in the physical world. Spirit says you will have the victory. Somebody wants you to be confused. Again, what they don't understand is we've come out of confusion. There's no more confusion about who we are. We've awakened, right? The sun is here, the Hierophant is here, the High Priestess and the Empress. Listen, we know who we are, baby. Judgment is here. There are some real life breathing judgment angels that are going about the earth, judging the earth in the physical body. There's some real life war angels by way of the Sagittarius Aries and or Leo energy judging the earth in the physical body. So you got earth angels, you got peace angels, you got judgment angels, and you got war angels in the physical body. Yes. Ooh, and you got just some earth angels that are here just to walk through the earth and spread the word. Yeah, these people, listen, sneaky and deceptive, and this being illuminated, these people know that the jig is up. The veil has been lifted. The tower is coming down and things have been destroyed. The sun is here. You're going to start to feel a whole lot lighter, y'all. You could be going through a very serious ascension by way of the moon. Remember, these people are addicted to moon cycles and or moon magic like drugs. They cannot stop. They don't know anything else to do because they're puppets and or slaves to the enemy. Now the enemy has been defeated. Your ancestors are like, what's good? Okay, come get that spiritual work. Ooh, come get that spiritual work. Come get that spiritual work. Oh, we on a spiritual twerk. Oh. Okay, listen, that could have been a little too cheesy for somebody, but that's okay. Sometimes you got to have a little bit of mozzarella, a little bit of queso, a little bit of tomato salsa. Listen, there's going to be grief. There's going to be sadness. There already is. Somebody's trying to get your attention. Somebody's still very much in their ego too. There is somebody that you could have left behind and or several people that now need your spiritual help in order for them to try to get out of whatever this tower and or this devilish activity is. But listen, Spirit is saying no. Oh no. Mayat is saying no. No longer are you in a position and or being obligated to help any of these people. You have to let these towers fall. These are towers of destruction, death, torment, natural catastrophes. What is coming, people are not going to even see it coming. Why? Because they're blinded. They're blinded by hatred, resentment, anger, control. Some of these people think they can just think themselves into the light by holding on to your light and trying to siphon your energy and your power. And they're like, wait, why the hell is this person still operating in their power? Because not only that, the Most High gave us inexhaustible light, inexhaustible power, which is what they didn't see. So it's almost like just when they think that they siphoned your energy and they're getting this false imagination in their mind that they have your light, they're coming to the realization that really it's all an illusion. They're really the ones that are under the spells that they put on you or tried to. Somebody wanted you obsessed with them. Somebody wanted you into darkness. And the Most High is like, so shall it be unto you. And so these people are like realizing like, damn, we've been in an illusion. Yeah, you've been tricked and fooled by Satan. But you love it there because there were moments where you were momentarily awakened. If just for a moment you saw the light to let you know, don't do that. And you went right back to the devil. You went right back to that dark ass practitioner. Somebody spent a lot of damn money. Whoever this Pisces friend is that tried to siphon your energy and or destiny swap, this person spent a lot of money. This person knows powerful practitioners all over the world. This person was using your energy to get fame and fortune. And now that you're realizing that and you've come to the understanding of that, this is a clear and or clear-cut decision by way of the spirit realm, the higher ups, the ascended masters that are interceding on our behalf, the divine ancestors, that you literally outrank this person now. This person should have killed you when they had you. I just heard the devil should have killed me when he had me. But now that you outrank this person is about to go crazy. This person was even controlling some of the practitioners. This person had a very big entity attachment, something that they tried to attach to you. Again, they wanted you to do nothing but attract bad luck, people to hate you, all your enemies. Again, brilliant plan. Is this not brilliant? Why? Because your enemies were fooled. You were all of the light. You were all of an earth angel. I'm getting the Medusa energy, y'all. I heard that on a reading about Medusa. Like, she ain't playing. She's not playing. They always want to talk about her being crazy, as this reader said. This beautiful empress, shout out to you. You told the truth about Medusa's story. They always talk about, oh, Medusa's this and that. But they never talk about how she got like that. Because she was raped. So then she started coming back with a vengeance with that Sekhmet energy, and she started going crazy. They're like, oh my God, she's got 1,000 snakes on her head. Yeah, because she came to devour the enemy. And so they wanted to demonize her. They wanted to make her dark so that people wouldn't really hear her story. Oh my God, she's evil. Look at her. But they don't talk about what they did to make her that way, how they raped her. Her energy is very much still present in judgment right now by way of the spiritual court. She is rocking and rolling with people that try to rape you of your spiritual destiny by way of your spiritual walk, be it a mama, a daddy, a cousin, the dog, the cat, the bird. You know, you got a karmic ass daughter somewhere that's studying to be a brujeria or a dark ass witch. The devil came every which way but loose. Somebody tried to turn your son against you. Listen, 9 of Cups. You're going towards wishes being fulfilled. Somebody didn't want you to have that. Somebody's upset that whatever they tried to do, they did health spells, death spells, shut up spells, magic spells. Listen, these people don't got no power. These people went to some of the most powerful practitioners all over the world. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? They have the ability or they had the ability to conjure up very dark energy, okay? Dark demons. This is what it was. These people painted illusions, y'all. They wanted you to be seen as crazy. They wanted you to be put into a mental hospital. They wanted you to think that your gift of being able to see spirits, hear spirits, feel spirits by way of being an empath and an earth angel was something that was because something was wrong with your mind. And all the while, you are eternally blessed, chosen by the Most High, tricks on them. It's the best trick that the enemy ever pulled on himself. They sunk their own battleship. Whoever these high professional, high ranked people that are still trying and dying, they're only doing it because they don't have nothing else to do. Somebody just wired somebody some money to I need more time. Even though they know that grief and death and the tower is coming, somebody's paying a practitioner right now more money just to buy a little bit more time. I told you, listen, they're in love with this world. They love the things of this world. They lust after this world like time is up, booby, baby, honey, boo, 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 boo. You done just cleared out your whole bank account. I just heard poverty is coming. Spiritual poverty. Slow death, catastrophes. Somebody's just they're like, listen, whoever this practitioner is, they're telling this person there's nothing we can do. This person is spiritually protected. This person outranks me as a practitioner, and I'm one of the most powerful practitioners in the world. This is what they're telling this person, these people. They don't care. And so guess what? The practitioner is now causing illusions for them. These people are under the illusion that these practitioners are still helping them. And in reality, the practitioner already knows, I'm not about to die for you. I'm already under judgment because you fooled me. A lot of these practitioners were fooled. Okay? A lot of these people had 3 and 4 and 5 practitioners working you at the same time. And anybody that knows spiritual work, you don't go to 2, 3, 4, 5 different spiritual practitioners. This person was like, this is going to be a brilliant plan. If I spend all this money and I get 6 practitioners to do this work and none of them know that I'm getting them all to do the work, right? They're going to take these people down, take this divine being down by way of me blocking and stopping their destiny. But what they don't realize is that the practitioners are now cutting their asses off because they've awakened from whatever illusion this person was putting them under. The client was really the darkest entity. I'm getting this person is not even a person. This is a full-blown demonic force in a physical body. And I'm serious. I'm seeing eyes black, blinded, somebody with a tail, a very dark, devouring ass demonic force. And this is collectively for the people that work the dark side. Okay? So you're going to start to hear people get disruptive, try to cause disruption. People gonna start arguing out of nowhere. Why? Because the demonic forces are literally bound to them and they don't even know it. They're the last to know. So they're spending their money blindly. Okay, somebody could be trying to get some type of divination done on you and can't see. Or they're getting some type of false message. Yep. And they pay somebody to go do some more spiritual work. These people are going broke, y'all. The spiritual practitioner already knows that you can't be taken down. They're just taking this person's work and or request to do work rather and money. The hangman. Somebody went, bought a deity, a jinn or whatever the hell, and the jinn is not working. The jinn has been casted out. Like even the jinns are under judgment. You cannot take out a divine being that is here to help all of humanity, especially when this person came into the lives of karmics to help them as well. This is why you had a karmic family. This is why you had karmic lovers. This is why you had people that wanted to devour you and hated you, because you were the gift. Even when people thought that your kindness was some type of a weakness, you were always the gift. Do you understand that? You were covered. You were veiled. Now the veil has been lifted and these people are like, oh my motherfucking God. You mean to tell me that this is one of the Most High's chosen ones? Yeah, we came to help y'all, but now the time is up. We can't be touched. And now that y'all realize that, you all need our help. So somebody's going to the practitioner to do some type of sympathy work, slowing down karma type of work, slowing down you telling the truth, slowing down judgment, slowing down everything, your platform, your life, whatever it is that you use by way of stepping into your divine path. These people are literally hanging by a thread, if to even say the thread is even threading, honey. Whoo! I'm talking hung, stung by the scorpion and hung. It is a slow venom that is moving about these people and what they got going on. A slow death, I just heard. I'm getting some type of smell, y'all, okay? This is a new gift for me. It's somebody that wears a dark perfume, and it reminds me of an old ass lady that used to sit in church and give me a peppermint, and the peppermint would taste like perfume. You remember that? It's Gina Tay type of an energy. It's Avon type of an energy perfume. Why am I smelling that? Yeah, these are like, this is an old ass worker. Whoever this person is, they've done work for celebrities, okay? Very famous people. Yeah, somebody is a dark ass worker. I remember like a couple of months ago, I had this dream about this witch in like this castle, and she was dying. She was on her deathbed. She had helped a lot of famous people siphon children's energy to get famous. And she was dying. And it was somebody really, really famous sitting at her bedside. And one of the subscribers had the same vision and was like, yo, it's such and such. And you were absolutely correct about what I saw. That's who it was that was sitting by her bed, right? If you know, then you know. If you don't, then you ain't a part of the soul tribe. Queen of Swords, this could have been a couple. Whoever these people are, they've been doing this for a long time. And baby, now the gates of hell, they don't even know how to close the gates of hell. They don't even know how to close them. And all the demons are now coming for them. The Emperor is somebody that's a controlling leader. This person wanted control, dominance. They wanted to dominate your life, dominate your mind, dominate your path, and stop you from moving forward. Needless to say, you're already in the victory by way of the Chariot. Something about this moon is going to be something else, honey. Whoo! Wait for it. I just heard wait on it. The Ten of Swords, you know it's got to be deep if we ain't even had no damn commercial breaks. Somebody's just trying to spy at this point to see what your next move is. What are the divine beings going to pull out of their hat by way of magic? They have absolutely no idea. They're confused. Somebody is like, damn, okay, we tried to attack the money. We tried to attack their car. We attacked their children. And you kept going and going and going. Listen. You took this leap of faith with your soul tribe. 10 of Pentacles represents family for me, spiritual inheritance, financial abundance, whatever this is what is coming to pass, and they know it. The Chariot is you moving towards that. You're being divinely guided to do something and or be in your spiritual walk, okay? Whatever the Spirit is telling you to do right now at this time, divine beings, it's about stepping out on faith. The Fool says, I'm taking a leap of faith, even if people don't like it. Right? A lot of people talked about me coming to the platform by way of my background and my family. You know, they didn't really like me doing tarot. A lot of them don't support it. Listen, I love them because they are my family, but I don't really fool with them because I'm about my Father's work. And the Most High led me to my real soul tribe and my abundance. So a lot of them didn't like it. They're like, oh, you playing with those cards. I'm like, oh, so you don't like the fact that I can see? Well, I've been able to see since I was a child. I don't need the damn cards. I just use the cards for, you know, painting the picture. Or as they say, oh, my disclaimers, it's for entertainment purposes only. Somebody could think that we talk too much. We talk too fast. No, you demonic ass force. You just think too slow. Okay. Somebody's moving real slow because they ain't got no power. And whatever they've been doing for lineages and lifetimes demonically is over, Rover. God is like, what you say, what you say, what you say, say, what you say, what you say, what you say, say. Ma'at is bringing death and destruction. She's bringing a whole bunch of gods with her, and they've been ordered by way of the Most High God to attack, destroy, devour. Everything that the enemy came to do to you is now being done to them. There's going to be grief, sadness. Somebody's preparing for death. Right? You are the high priestess. You are the high priestess. And this is what people don't understand. Whatever they've done, not just in this lifetime, by way of trying to stop you, all of that is being illuminated in spiritual court. Don't believe me? Wait for it. You might comment under the video, oh my God, Nephilim, you said it was going to be rainstorms and tornadoes. Yeah, I'm not the only one. All the light beings are getting the same downloads. You watching it. Okay, I don't even watch the news, but pay attention to your news. It's all going to be there. Confirmations. Look at the news. It's all bad news. Oh, this person killed this person. Oh, this person. Why? Because the demons have been loosed. That's why. And they're taking each other out. They're possessed. It's going to go through hell before it gets to heaven on earth. Yeah. The temperance angels are here. Our fire and war angels are our fire sign energy. Sagittarius, Aries, and or Leo, war angels in the physical body. They know what it is. Yeah, these people are being thrown into some type of cage. Somebody wanted you in prison. Somebody wanted you to be betrayed. Somebody wanted to break your heart over and over and over. And somebody don't like the way that you've healed. This is why they wanted you to track all these toxic ass lovers, catch STDs and spiritually transmitted demons and all this weird stuff. Yeah. When you're dealing with somebody that's low vibrational, I've said this time and time again, that person can absolutely throw off your body chemistry. Okay. This is where you get bacteria vaginosis and all these dark ass, diseases that they telling you a pill can fix you. No, it's energy. When you're with somebody that's not as high vibrational as you, it can throw off the energy. It can throw your physical chemistry off. This is why a lot of us have taken a very serious vow of celibacy by way of purging. Okay. Show me what else I need to see, please, and thank you. Yeah, somebody is begging for your power to stay alive. You are the lifeline. Nine of Cups. These are a lot of dark ass twin soulmates that refuse to ascend to the light. And now they're literally being separated from your spirit and your soul and your physical body. So you could feel that there is absolutely a war going on, and a victory will be of the Most High. Listen, this is the end of a certain type of era, a certain type of world, and these people want to hold on to it. Nobody believes me, but when you start seeing it rain for 100 days, you ain't gonna know what hit. You're gonna be like, damn, it's raining in California, Florida, New York, all these places, thunder, lightning. Yeah, okay. Coincidence that it's raining all over the world? People all over the world. Listen, the judgment is here. Every single betrayal, every single dark ass energy that has been sent towards you right now is under judgment. They have no power. They are running, getting in their cars, trying to see what they can do. Whatever they tried to do to your vehicle, your car, somebody could have wanted you to get into some type of an accident. Somebody could have wanted you to go through some type of health scare. It's a wrap. The truth has been revealed. The enemy has been exposed. This is your channel message reading. Let's just get a message from the angels. Archangel Michael, divine ancestors, can you please give me permission as I stand in between the door and or the realms of the spirit world and or the physical realm? Spirit is telling me to pull from my yellow cards. There's something else that needs to be exposed. 222, you could be seeing 222. This represents everything being in balance, right? Because you got two hands, two eyes, 2. This also speaks of divine soulmates. A lot of your divine soulmates that were under spiritual attack are starting to get balanced out, but a lot of them are going into the darkness. Some of them will be devoured. Some of your partners was just dark. And you holding up your end of the bargain by way of holding on to the light has really saved these people. But I just heard just right now, listen, I'm tired of saving all you hoes by Drake. The number 1 can be very significant. 111. And this is just another blank card that says angel message number. Spirit is saying these are messages from your angels. The number 30, I will read those shortly. But I was guided to pull from the yellow cards. What is it that Spirit has to say? Archangel Michael, can you please assist us? What is it that you have to say? Yeah. They want you to know that there is a war. Okay? There is a war. It is being waged. This is what you're feeling. So don't think that you're still under some type of attack. What you're feeling is like lifetimes of work being undone. I'm getting 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Like people been siphoning your energy for so long and or projecting darkness onto you that is what you're feeling. You could be going through some type of spiritual change in your physical body. These people are under your feet. They have absolutely no power. Whatever this is, Spirit is saying that we need you to understand that there is a war being waged. And so your ancestors want their ashe. What does that mean? We don't worship our ancestors, our divine ancestors, because all of them wasn't nice. Some of them are still waiting for you to break a curse for them to go into the light, okay? And this is why you could be feeling a little bit of turmoil in your physical body. But the Five of Wands is a war. The Five of Wands is a war. Why is the Five of Wands here, Archangel Michael? What is it that you want the people to know? Because I just was like, pull from the yellow cards. What is it that you want them to know? Yep, I cannot make it up. I cannot make it up. I cannot make it up. This is what the angels want you to know. Death is at the bottom of the deck. This gives me death and destruction. Period. With the Tower, Scorpionic energy, you've transformed to the point where can't nobody touch you. The star represents you going towards wishes being fulfilled in the age of Aquarius, being on a public platform, all the gang stalkers, all the people hacking accounts, all that. Let me tell you something. The forces of nature about to come down so cold, it's not going to even be funny. It's not going to even be funny. Mercury retrograde is about to whoop ass. All the hackers, all that stuff it's about to go. It's going down. So just please be prepared for that. Spirit is saying, be prepared to have your non-alcoholic beverage, okay, to watch this show go down in the ethers. All you got to do is keep your cool. You ain't got to do nothing else but keep your cool. Stand at your post. Be about your Father's word. Let me tell you something. It's going to get ugly. Between now and the end of the year, it's going to get ugly, y'all. It's going to get ugly. It's going to be hard to watch. The news is going to get more interesting. You're going to see the signs and the symbols. You're going to be seeing the numbers. Stand at your post. Continue to stay in a high vibration. Give all praise to the Most High that these things are finally falling away and or being destroyed for the greatness of humanity. Yeah, your enemy's going to be getting in cars, running away, all kinds of stuff. Spirit says, what I'm saying is the truth. Whoo, 222. It says, trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and actions. This gives me starseed energy. All the seeds that you've planted in people that were unfertile soil, so to speak, all the kindness that you gave, all the good things that you did are now being recognized in spiritual court. This is really what's keeping you balanced and keeping you out of the way of danger. So somebody could be wanting you, like I said, to get into an accident, and all of a sudden they're coming towards you and they get into an accident. It's deep. It says, number one, you are a self-starter. Very innovative. You have very innovative ways of creating opportunities. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times to reach success. I am innovative. So somebody could have wanted to block your path. Okay, somebody could have wanted to stop that. Spirit is saying the show must go on. This is the energy that it's giving me. It's giving me, look, the show must go on. You must continue to tell the truth. If you're in the public eye and you're being guided to use certain things by way of your spiritual journey and you don't know how that's going to appear to somebody else, Spirit is like, go. Do what it is you got to do. Do not worry. Definitely don't be in the spirit of worry, because this is what they look like. Don't mirror these people. Period. You're in an agreement with spirit. You have a divine contract. It says, I am imaginative. You are an original, innovative thinker. This is giving me people that try to copy your DNA and or lineage and or by way of your destiny and birthright. The copycats. Thank you. The spiritual catfishers. You are an original, innovative thinker and an excellent communicator. You are a great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas, and your optimistic attitude has an uplifting effect on others. I am imaginative. The number 30, I'm getting 333 energy, but listen to me. Continue doing what it is that you're supposed to do. What's about to happen? People always say, oh my God, nephew said it. Yes, a lot of us saying it. Just look out for the truth seekers and truth tellers. You're going to know them by their works. You're going to feel a coolness run through your body. Why? Because you're going to be like, wait, I know that's the truth. I can feel it. Right? Sometimes the truth is how it feels. If you're not feeling anything, then I don't know what to tell you. You should be feeling something. You should have a spirit of discernment based on what it is that you need to do. Spirit is saying to pay attention to the little details. Do not procrastinate in that which you need to get done by way of the physical world either, is what I just heard. Because oftentimes the biggest trick sometimes is that we as high priestess and empresses, we can stay in the spirit world and be very comfortable there. But we have to understand that we do have to balance out. That's why that I am balanced came out by way of earthly matters and or spiritual matters. The spiritual matters have been taken care of. Your path has been cleared. Some of you could be guided to go into hermit mode for a little bit of time. You need to follow that instinct. Some of you are being guided to come out of hermit mode. But whatever it is that you're being guided to do, just know that you are being divinely guided. Know that. That's why I felt that I needed to pull from the yellow cards, because I was like, okay, Spirit, what else do you want the divine collective to know? And the angels are saying, listen, we got this. We whooping ass in the ethers. Don't trip. Whatever they stole from you, they got to give it back to you. They don't want to, but they have to, because now they're under judgment, right? Yeah, like severely. They ain't got no choice. They're just trying to buy time at this point. Like, time to do what? To wreak more havoc? Like, nah, what are you talking about? You can wreak havoc. No problem. Yeah, I support the energy. But guess what? You've already been devoured. Know that. Yeah. There really is nothing else that they can do. They're just watching to see if what they did is coming back yet, or if it's landed on you, because they're under a serious delusional type of an energy. It ain't really nothing else to say. This is your message, though. I know it was a little lengthy. Didn't think I would go that long. I will be coming back with more content. Personal readings, thank you for your patience. A lot of those emails, like I said, I had hackers, gang stalkers, everybody. Listen, this just comes with the territory. But after I finish these personal readings, I am going to hold off on personal readings. If you'd like to donate to the channel, just know that 9 times out of 10, there's a 99.9% chance that your reading is going to come out on the public platform. Okay, if you want to donate, you absolutely can. If you can't and you just need prayer, just email me. I will be providing another email as well. 3 emails. Why? Because the enemy is just so creative, and he, she, it ain't got nothing to do all day but try to hack into emails and cash apps and everything else. Girl, boy, bye. Listen, this is your reading though. I love you wherever you are on the planet. Peace be with you.